Hey, welcome to Zone 6 of Sonic 1, the Scrap Brain Zone. The last real zone, I mean, there's still the final zone after this, but that's pretty much just the final boss fight. This is the last real level, I guess you could say. Anyways, we can talk about that in a minute after the Badnik Watch. A bunch of guys we already know. And first up is a good friend, the Caterkiller. Haven't seen him since the Marble Zone. And he's just as cunty as ever. What do you expect? My liege, the king, is back, but he's not so bad in this zone because he's not in abundance as he was in the Starlight. There's only a couple of them. And there's this cunt again, still worthless, still pathetic. Absolutely balls. They might be wondering, if you're ever gonna see a fucking new Badnik, is there at least one in the Scrap Brain Zone that is new? The answer is yes. There's this guy, Ballhog, Tauntaun. He's pretty annoying in fucking tiny little corridors, and when there are two of them, they can be kind of a pain in the ass. So, let's get to it. So, welcome to the Scrap Brain Zone. A zone that's pretty fucking ruthless. I mean, you can... yeah. This zone will take any chance it can to fucking kill you. If there's even a momentary opening gap in your defenses, it will seize that, send you flying down a pit. You have to be at the top of your game the whole time. Look at this. If you're off by even like a split second, you will get crushed and you will die. It's pretty scary shit. But if you are alert and don't hesitate, you should be fine. That's the one thing that will fuck you up the most in the zone. If you hesitate, you gotta keep moving. You gotta stay low. Now, there's a couple shields, but you won't find that many power-ups, especially not in the later two acts. I mean, if you have a shield, you're gonna only have it for like 30 seconds at most. Now, I think I very nearly die. I jumped down here, because I think that's gonna pop up, and it doesn't, and I think I'm dead, so I don't even bother jumping. And then I realized there's a platform down here. I did not know that. I was exploring this place, 'cause I've never fucking been down here before. But, nope. There's a little failsafe. There's another section like this in the later part of the zone, and there's no fucking platform down here. We died there a bunch. So what you gotta do is you pretty much have to jump before the platform materializes. You just gotta take it on faith that it will appear while you are jumping. And this is fucking confusing. I spent like 5 minutes here the first time I played this zone, but I figured it out. You kinda just gotta jump on the button, make sure that thing's gone, and then jump up real quick. Those two platforms. I still don't really know how it works, but you can get past it easy enough if you just jump a bunch. Now look at this. This is fucking ridiculous. How do you get past here? You don't. You just fall and nearly die, but be saved at the last second by one of those fucking rotating platforms. Here's a Ballhog. And you can see now why they call them Ballhogs, because they got little balls. That's a pretty hard jump to do that I just did. A really small area to dodge a ball. And like I said, when they come in twos, it's like me kind of a pain. They're not so bad, and there's not so many of them, so I'll let it slide. That's already the end of Act 1. Not that long. And it's got a pretty nice background now that I look at it, but we won't see that again because we're going indoors for Act 2. Just as cunty as Act 1. But at least we're getting near the end. So, and oh yeah, and it has these. I really like these a lot. You can run around them in circles and get some good speed and launch yourself pretty high in the air. But if you're a fool like me, it will become apparent that you don't know how to use them. You will get your ass zapped by one of these motherfuckers down here. It's pretty fucking annoying. I think there's rotating things like this in the Carnival Night Zone, but they were here first, and they were smaller here as well, which lets you get a lot faster. So eventually I managed to work my way up to my intended destination. Continue on. Lots of buttons, lots of platforms, lots of very short amounts of time you have to jump on these platforms. And that spring nearly got me. I learned my lesson. The spring yard and the marble, the Green Hill Zone. Fucking springs placed there, fuck you over. Never be not ready for spring is my advice to you about springs. Who didn't see that coming? Come on. I sure didn't. said earlier, there's a couple shields. But like I also said earlier, not gonna have them for very long. Now, conveyor belts are just a fucking pain in the ass to deal with. Look at this. This is these little go in it and it kind of sends you somewhere else. Those were used in Death Egg Zone and Metropolis Zone. But look at this. Like I was saying earlier, the fucking conveyor belts and instant crush traps at the same time. I don't think so. That's not very nice. I very nearly get crushed there, but I realize you gotta stand back, get some momentum. That's how that works. That's how you get past it. Had me stumped for a little bit. Just clued you in how you get past those. Safe sound. Gotta time it right. Speaking of timing right, instantly disappearing platforms like this, kind of a pain in the ass. Like I said, now I get past this unharmed, and I'm like, oh wow, that was alright, and then a fucking thing just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I nearly pissed myself, I swear. Luckily, holding on my rings, but just barely. Just barely. And see some of those bombs down there, but not enough to really make their presence unknown and annoying. And that's why ball hogs are annoying, because jump into their ball. And another thing is you have to follow them, and they're really slow. Just fucking break your stride. Now, we're already near the end of Act 2. Pretty short 2 acts, actually. But usually you die a lot more than that. So, there we go. It's the end of Act 2. But wait! It's not the end. What's this? It's kind of a cutscene type thing. Oh, what's he gonna do? Oh, like I said, switches! Make me fall down here, motherfucker.